Hey guys, welcome back to the next video in my Wealthy Affiliate Hub series. And in this video, we're going to look at the fifth section in the hub, in the getting started part of the hub, which is branding. So in the previous section, we looked at choosing a niche, which we talked about horse riding. As we continue on now, we get to the choose your business name. Now, this is quite important and something that you probably do want to think about a little bit. Of course, if you don't create your own domain or anything straight up, you can go in and change it as much as you like. But your brand is the thing that eventually hopefully you will get known for. So if you have a brand, think about anything that you deal with, anything you purchase in your life. I won't go through everything, but Coca-Cola, Nike, the NFL, McDonald's, even down to Nestle and Smith's Crisps and Pepsi. Did I say Pepsi? All those sort of foodstuffs, fast food joints. The Dallas Cowboys are a brand. All those things. United Airlines, British Airways, the BBC. They're all brands of companies that we know. We don't always necessarily even know exactly what a whole company does, but we know that they have. Pfizer, for example, came out big during COVID with the vaccines. What does Pfizer do? There's so many different things that all these companies do and all these brands. Now, from our point of view, obviously we're not going that big early, but you never know. There's some pretty big websites out there. So when we come to the hub and choosing our brand, now we've chosen horse riding, as we're already aware. Now, Wealthy Affiliate the hub will suggest some brands for us. So we've got EquestriX, Gallop Gear Horsepower, Ride Revolutions, Steed Style, White Horse, etc., etc. I can generate more ideas. If I don't like any of those ones, it will come back and suggest some more. Ride Revolution, Equine Elite. Some of them are the same, but some of them are Hoof Haven. I don't mind that one. And while you're thinking about that, it's also and something I touched on the last video is I've chosen horse riding. Am I doing horse riding for beginners or all levels or professionals? So on and so forth. And that horse riding there is what is going to have an influence on the content that comes out at the end. Now, the brand, when you're choosing your brand, there's a couple of things you need to be aware of when you're looking at domain names. For example, I don't like Equine Elite because there's two E's there. Two E's in a row or two letters in a row. Speed Style's the same. It just sort of can cause some confusion when it comes to your URL, especially if people are trying to remember it or write it down. These are all good length, though. You don't want anything that's too long because, again, if people have got to type it in, if it's too long, it can be too hard for them to do that. So, you know what? I'm going to call it Paul Rides. It's my own brand. It's got my name in it, and it's Paul Rides. It's simple, easy to remember. Now, you can change that to whatever you want. It doesn't have to be Paul Rides. You could just choose one of these if you like. But I've chosen that, and it's quick. It's easy to remember. It's got my branding in it. It's got my name in it because I'm setting myself up as the expert in horse riding here. And all I need to do then is continue on, and I will have my brand ready to go. So when it comes to your brand, think about the niche that you've selected previously. Think about what you want to call yourself and rewrite your brand to match what it is you're trying to do. Now, as I've mentioned in the previous video, you can expand from that. I've got Paul Rides. You know what? I could expand from horse riding and add motorbike riding or bike riding or anything like that, and just then the rides becomes more off the horse into the actual riding. Now, the only issue with that is obviously that the Paul Rides doesn't really highlight that it's about horse riding. So maybe I should put Paul Rides Horses, or whatever it is I want to do. I'm going to leave it at Paul Rides, but I would really think about making it Paul Rides Horses, and my risk there is it narrows me down. I know I'm rambling on about that, but it is something that you do need to think about when it comes to your brand, because you can delete the whole hub and start again once you get to the end. But once you start creating website domain names and building your website, it's not as easy to get out of that little bit. You can delete a whole website and start again with the same domain name. That's not a problem. But once you've got that domain with that brand, it's a little bit harder to change. So this is where you do need to think about it. So if you comment below, let me know what you're thinking for your URL. If you've got any ideas, anything you're thinking of, would this work, does that work? If you've got 2 or 3 you're thinking of, I'm more than happy to have a look at it. I can ask my wife, who I ask for my domains, all that sort of stuff. She's very good at picking names and that sort of stuff. But yeah, let me know, comment below, and we will have a look at your brand as well. Okay, next video, we're going to build the website based on our subject and our brand. Speak to you then. Bye.